clock. Rook e2, rook to d1 now is necessary. You gotta take the knight. Knight b3, rook d1 check, knight d2, and now the game is over. The rooks swarm, the knight anchors both rooks, the pawn anchors the knight, this pawn anchors the king's escape. Rook d2, queen d2, rook d2, king d2. The game is over. Not because black has no time, that's a chess.com bug. I don't know what's going on there, but let's just keep it on the screen because it's very funny. e5, perfect move. Pawn takes, knight take. Pawn takes, king takes. Now, the way you win this game is white is going to try to promote over here. You've got to monitor this and disallow the king from taking all of your pawns. But that's very easy to do because you've got an eye on this. That's not getting through, and the king is fast enough to stop the pawns, and so is the knight. We have h4, we have d4. The pawn is trying to sneak away, but the king sneaks in. But now here comes pawn to f4. Knight takes a2, h6. The king stops the pawn, f5. The king stops that pawn, f6. The king stops that pawn too, c5. Black has no time remaining. Not literally, that's not what I'm trying to say. a6. King takes f6. The king has now been swarmed by the pawns, and Adam, the Grandmaster, playing beautiful Magnesian-style endgame technique, will now bring us home against all odds. Pawn to b3, but he has to avoid a stalemate. Is he good enough to avoid a stalemate? He's good enough to avoid a stalemate. King e5, d2, king a4, he makes a queen, but now the king is running to the opposite side of the board. You gotta be really careful here, because if that king is able to get this, he's gonna grab it, move and run. b2, king c6, is it stalemate? No! And now, Adam delivers the final touch, queen to b6 check, and queen d to d6, stalemate.